We as parents, we've got decisions to make. Because we as parents, as we're raising our kids, we're sitting there going, man, I know that if I stay silent, media is happy to kick in. So we've got to now balance, do I have media guidelines? How do I know what we can and can't watch? I'm also looking for avenues of conversation. Maybe we can use media for conversation. Give you an example. In my house, we do co-viewing. We don't watch a lot of TV, but we watch some family shows together. And when we watch shows like this week, we were watching American Idol. American Idol is coming to a close, and American Idol over the years has been an okay clean show, but it kind of is bipolar every once in a while. This week, for example, you got these final contestants, and they're really kind of clean-cut folks, and they're really nice, and they seem kind of like wholesome folks, and it was just kind of, there's some tearful moments as they're going back to their hometowns, and it was a great show. And at one moment, you're sitting there going, this is so neat, this is cool, this is wholesome. Cut to a commercial break, come back, hey, here's the Pussycat Dolls, Nicole. She's going to go out there and dance wearing that. Whoa, there, she's going. And now rapper 50 Cent's going to come up behind her and, oh, don't look what he's doing to her. Oh, and all of a sudden I'm just sitting there going, wait a second. For a second we got safe family viewing, and so we as parents, we're struggling. We're like, well, so do we turn this off? Does this mean, and certain people will be sitting there going, well, just one little, would you eat a brownie if there was one morsel of poop in the brownie? And people, so does that mean we can't watch American Idol? And we as parents, we have to sit there and we have to make these decisions. And some parents are all like, I don't know, is the poop in the corner of the brownie? Because I might just. And we've got to make these decisions. I mean, there's some easy decisions, 2.5 Men? No. MTV? Turn it off. There's some easy ones. But some of these other ones we're trying. And we're sitting there at the same time looking for these conversations. When that happened in American Idol, I hit the pause button, okay? And when I hit the pause button right there, my kids all go, oh, here goes the speech. But I'm like, oh, so what's going on here? Is this what music's got to be? So if you're a star nowadays, it seems like you got to be sexual. Is that what music is? And we started talking about it a little bit. We used it as an opportunity. I could tell you a little bit about what this looks like, because when it comes to raising our kids right, setting media guidelines, I could share with you, but I think I'd rather you hear from a teenage perspective. I want to give you just a glimpse of what it's like, and I want you to hear an honest glimpse, because for teenagers, it's tough out there. Whether your kids are homeschooled, whether they're private schooled or public schooled, you can't even walk into a Walmart without hearing, lyrics to some of these songs that the world calls clean. So just to hear that perspective, I just want you to hear just a glimpse of that. Help me bring up my 13-year-old daughter, Ashley. Come share with us, Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm 13, as my dad said. So I'm going to talk to you about setting music guidelines. So I go to junior high school, and I find it very difficult to avoid hearing bad music, because it's just it's everywhere. It's like you go to school and it's playing on the announcements, and then some certain teachers will play it during class, and then not only at school, but I'll be in a store, like my dad said, at Walmart, and the song will come on, and I'm just like, here we go. And so it's just hard. I remember when I was in 4th grade, I was on a swim team, and I thought this pool was so cool because it had these little underwater speakers, and you could listen to music while you were practicing. But have you ever heard the Pussycat Dolls underwater? So I was a little weirded out. But so most of the time, this music can be played because it's the clean version. So when I say the clean version, it usually just means that there's no cuss words. That's it. No cuss words. But so that doesn't always exactly make the song clean, really. For example, on the top 10 on iTunes, it's been on the top 10 for iTunes for a long time. This song called E.T. by Katy Perry and Kanye West. I'm going to apologize now because I'm going to read some of the lyrics to you. But according to the world, this song is clean. It's the clean version. There's no parental warnings or anything when you watch the music video or anything. But so the song opens up with Kanye West rapping, "I got a dirty mind, I got filthy ways." And then later he goes in and he raps, "Tell me what's next, alien sex. I'ma disrobe you, then I'ma probe you." And then Katy Perry comes in singing, kiss me, infect me with your love, fill me with your poison, take me, wanna be a victim, ready for abduction." So for the kid that's denying the truth and is saying, well, alien sex and disrobing and probing and kissing and filling with poison. That's not wrong. That's not bad. Well, still, don't you think that girls shouldn't be listening to a song saying, take me, wanna be a victim, ready for abduction? Because in my opinion, I think words like those are very powerful. And I've seen the way they've affected girls at my school. They've affected me personally. They've affected my sister. So I just don't think that that part goes well. I'm going to admit to you guys, though, I was watching American Idol with my dad a couple weeks ago, and Katy Perry came on and started performing this song, and my dad did one of his pause moments. He was like, whoosh, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And so it's just like, he paused it, and he's like, all right, Ashley, what's wrong with this? And I was like, okay. And I was just like, oh, this, and this, you know. And, but so like we ended up talking about it for a while, and I just kind of started to realize, I was like, wow, this song really isn't that good. But even though I knew it was just like not the best song, I still, it was stuck in my head the entire day. I was just kind of like walking, and I was like, yeah, because it was just stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out. And I actually really liked the song. I thought the beat was good, and I just thought it was a good song. But I know that I'm never going to be able to I'm never going to have that song on my iPod, and you know, it's not the best song, so I don't need to have it. Whenever I want to download a song, I always, I used to have to look up the lyrics to the song, and then I would print them out, and then me and my dad would look over them together and decide if the song was good or not. But now it's gotten to a point where I can just kind of look up the song, and if I think the lyrics are okay, then I can ask my dad, and then he'll let me get it. So, the other day I came up to my dad and I wanted to download 4 songs because I thought that I looked up the lyrics and I was like, oh, these are good. I can get this. But so I went up to my dad and I was like, oh, I want to get these. And he was like, okay, tell me a little bit about them. So I kind of told him a bit, like a little synopsis about each song. And he said, okay, I don't like this one. You can only get 3. And I was like, what? Because I thought that 4 of them were okay, but he only agreed with 3 of them. So, you know, we disagree sometimes, and I still don't really agree with that, but yeah. But, you know, in a sense, I'm happy about it because every day I see kids at my school, and they're just like, they get whatever they want. They kind of don't have parents that take the parent role. They have parents that want to be the friend. I mean, I watch shows with my friend all the time, and on TV, there always will be like, the parents are just portrayed as these idiots, just these stupid people that they can't do anything. They're just friends. Like the kid will like walk in and slam the door, and the parents are just like, eat your food and do your homework, and the kids are just like, psh, no, and they just don't do what they want, and the parents are just shown as these stupid people, and it's not true. And don't follow that, because even though sometimes as a kid we might say, oh, I don't want to do that, but I'd rather have a parent who's a parent. I don't want a person who says yes all the time. I want someone who can say, no, you're not going to listen to that song, or no, you're not going to watch that show, because we don't need a friend to say, oh, yes, you can do that, and stuff like that. We don't need that. We need a parent. So be a parent. Thanks for letting me share.